Okay, so here is a very quick vlog. Basically, I've got worse again. I've had a really, really bad one today. About, 10 days ago, my mum and my sister came to visit. I haven't seen them since last year. They live down south, it's miles, Bristol and Birmingham, so, mum's about 300 miles away. Anyway, they came to visit and it was great. I couldn't obviously spend a lot of time with them, but it was really lovely to see them. And when my sister was here, Mum and my sister, they did loads in the garden and tidying, whatever. It was really, really nice. And also my sister put up the pollen screens on my window and the windows upstairs so that I can have the windows open because it's been really hot in here. And however, since they came, I have deteriorated because of the extra energy output I have to do when somebody's with me, when I have people here. They didn't stay here, they stayed in an Airbnb nearby. And I'm glad they came. I want to see them, and they're hoping to come again next month. But it has made me worse. And also, I've had the windows open since they came. And I've realised that the farmer has been spraying in the field behind my house. He's been doing a lot of work on his crops. He's regularly in the field spraying and doing farmer stuff, whatever farmers do. But of course, my windows have been open, and I don't know if that's anything to do with it, but I have deteriorated slowly over the past 10 days, and today is just harrowing with the pain, head to toe nerve pain, stinging, burning. It feels like I've been sunburnt, head to toe sunburn, and inside me as well, so in my throat and stomach, my eyes, everything is burning. It's agonising. I'm taking tramadol, paracetamol and ibuprofen, which messes up my stomach. So my stomach's really, really upset. But my Emmy is so angry. And I think it's just a combination of things again. Just that one little thing extra can, it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back, isn't it? And it's really hard. People have no idea what it's like when you can barely move. I mean, I move because I have to use the bedpan. I mean, I can't use a commode. I did for a little while, but a couple of weeks ago I was able to use it for a bit. But the only moving I do is to get on and off the bedpan, and I have to psych myself up for that because you can barely move. It's unbearable. The tension is unbearable, and the pain and the absolutely, I can't remember if I've said this. I probably have. I don't know. Okay, I'll do an experiment now. Okay, this is for people who don't have ME. I mean, people who do have ME, they'll know what I mean. Right, I want you to make a fist. Here's my hand. Make a fist like that, okay? And squeeze it as hard as you can. Squeeze your fist as hard as you can. Now that tension that you feel, that extreme tension, that is what it feels like head to toe. Head to toe. In my body, it feels like, my body is just screaming. It feels like it's in this tight ball of tension and pain and nausea and Right, anyway. So that's what's going on now. And we've had a few other upsets as well. The car is still off the road. It's been a nightmare. We can't tax the car because it's failed its MOT. When it failed its MOT, the mechanic says he can fix it, but we have to get the part. We have to provide the part, which is, I don't know what it's called. It's a piece of metal underneath the car that holds the engine to the car. Subframe. Is it a subframe? Anybody who knows cars, a subframe is corroded. We need a new subframe. But the mechanic says we have to get it. He could order a new one, but he said that'll be hundreds of pounds. So he gave us a name of the scrapyard that he uses, and he says they'll have one for you. If you go and ask, they'll provide a subframe, second-hand out of car. So Nigel went to he emailed them, the scrapyard. They say, yeah, come and get it. So Nigel went to go and get it, which they hadn't even got it off the car at that point. Anyway, managed to get this subframe. The mechanic couldn't book the car in to put the subframe on for weeks. But when he went to put it on earlier in the week, because it's Wednesday today, the mechanic said, this subframe won't pass the test, this is a pile of junk. We paid £60 to a scrapyard for that. 3 different people told Nigel, yeah, that'll be fine, that'll pass an MOT. But no, so we've just wasted 60 quid, because, I mean, you can imagine what it's like trying to get money back from a scrapyard. So anyway, Nigel, the mechanic's wife, I think she is, said, we'll come and get the car because we can't keep it here, it's not enough room. Nigel caught a taxi down there yesterday, £10 a taxi, just for the one way. It gets down there, the car is up on the ramps with no wheels on, and the mechanic says, well, you can't drive that. You can't drive it without a subframe. Well, you can't without wheels, actually. So Nigel had to get a taxi home again. That's another tenner. And we've had to order another subframe. We managed to get a new one, £107 on eBay, and that's being delivered tomorrow to the mechanic. Anyway, this is all very boring, but what is it with people? It's so frustrating. Nothing goes right. And when you're so ill like this, it's such a big deal. You need things to go smoothly, and nothing goes smoothly. The only good thing is that Nigel's dad's out of hospital. But there's been horrible news with that as well. It's really, really horrible things going on at the moment. They're kind of like, this is not bearable, it's not endurable. So I'm a mess, as you can see. Anyway, this is going on long enough. I'm just ranting now. It's just when you're in so much pain, it makes you angry. It's either anger or fear. It's easier to sit with anger than it is to sit with fear. But anyway, I'll finish this now, and that's the update for now. So thank you for watching if you've watched this. Bye.